Welcome to Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Julia.
I'm Karina.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Kaiba.
What?
What?
No, you're not.
What?
I'm Kaiba now.
No,
from
you're
Kaiba,
not.
From Kaiba Corp. I've got the blue dragon.
You don't even sound like him.
I sure hate that Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm gonna get him.
Wow, Mr. Kaiba, it's an honor to have you here on the program.
Shut up. You got any dragon cards? I'm gonna rip them.
Okay, that's kind of like Kaiba.
You might actually be Kaiba.
I'm convinced.
Hey, Karina, what are we doing?
Today, we're drawing Kaiba in different styles. This was surprisingly not a suggestion that I alone came up with. It was originally brought to the table by Resnick1022 on our Patreon Discord. So thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
They definitely did it for you.
Yes.
Of course, but...
As a gift.
Yeah.
Sometimes a suggestion is a gift for just one of us.
And this week,
time,
it's me.
Yay.
All the times I have to draw media that I don't consume.
Yep.
Now it's the other way around.
That's how this goes. Who are we looking at first?
It's gonna be Nathan. It's always Nathan.
It's gonna be Nathan.
As always, it's me, and I believe I'm the only one of us who chose a non-anime style
Wow.
for mine.
That exists?
Yeah, there are other styles that exist. I modeled mine after the animator, YouTube animator Ian Worthington, aka Worthy Kids.
Oh, his stuff is so good.
I'm just a fan of his stuff, and I like the way he draws faces, and I wanted to try drawing faces the way he does anyways.
yeah.
So I did a Kaiba.
Oh man, I can't wait. Should we get into it?
Match made in heaven.
Let's get into it.
Okay, I'm gonna count you in. 3, 2, 1, go.
So, he draws these little... If you're not familiar, first of all, stop this video and just go watch his videos. We'll wait.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the eyes already.
Oh
Oh my god.
So yeah, he draws these like incredibly expressive faces that are just like... They're just little joys to watch.
They're
All of
so
his videos are just... They're just mood boosters, little snacks for my brain to make me feel nice in these times. And so yeah, I looked at a bunch of his videos, some old, some new, and tried to sort of amalgamate the way he might draw a Kaiba. And I'm sure if he were to do it, it would be different in many ways. But this is me drawing. This is me trying to draw like him.
I just keep
And
wanting
so-
Kaiba to say, you old sponge.
You old sponge.
You'll never take the blue-eyed white dragon, Yugi.
Oh.
It's like, honestly, go subscribe. Go subscribe if you want a good time.
Exodia.
Exodia.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, what a good face.
God.
Yeah, I wanted to draw more faces.
Yes,
so I
absolutely.
drew the
Gremlins.
dragons.
Oh my god.
This is wonderful.
I'm so excited that you did this style.
Yeah.
Because it's like I just get to get more worthy art.
But
This is
it's
a little bonus, but it's
Nathan.
Nathan. Oh my god.
Oh.
That's directly the way he drew old Deuteronomy in his cats video.
I love that video.
They're- Yeah, this is just an excuse to gush about another YouTuber that we all enjoy very much.
Mhm.
You guys are gonna do some real good animes, and that's gonna be fun. And so yeah, for the inking, because I know he animates in Blender using the grease pencil tool,
Mhm.
and I didn't
Oh.
know what like brush that would be in Photoshop. So I'm using the I think it's American Comics Inker 2, or not, American Cartoon Inker 2, excuse me.
This looks a lot like it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing Cartoon Inker 2. There
It's
it
not
is.
American.
It's not American. I get it confused with the American Comics Inker.
Yeah.
Because there's also a Euro Comics Inker.
And a
But
Belgian
I guess
one.
for yeah.
What?
There's one for every country.
But it's just like because clearly
good.
he would draw this faster because he's drawing like he's just he's drawing all these panels because his animations are so smooth and expressive, and so this took me a couple hours altogether, and I don't imagine he would spend that much time on a single shot.
Well, it's also
maybe he
his
would.
natural style. Like you are
Right.
drawing,
Yeah.
not your comfort zone. So
But yeah, so I'm just trying to match the sort of wiggly
So
Ness.
fun.
this is so good.
and
I'm so excited that you did this.
I've just been binging. It's just an excuse to watch his videos over and over again. Is basically what this project was for me. Because sometimes you got to do something for you.
Yeah.
This was a suggestion for Karina, but I turned it into a treat for me.
I'm so glad.
You deserve it, Nathan.
Yeah.
And then with the coloring, because he also, if you follow him on Twitter, he also is just like a really good artist and does these really nice sort of more painted looking drawings. And so I was debating whether I wanted to try and emulate that or make it look more like something out of one of the animations. And I ended up sort of splitting the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't always shade his characters, but sometimes in like a shot he'll add dramatic shading for effect. So I did one tone of shading, as you'll see, and then I try some stuff with the background that doesn't quite work,
Yes.
and then I do
Sometimes all you need is one tone of shading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he also has these sort of painterly looking backgrounds in his ones.
A little action-y looking.
Really actually looking.
It's going so fast.
I love this corner dragon in the top right. I keep staring at him.
Yeah, it's such a good face.
They're just a treat to look at.
Yeah, his drawings are some that, like, whenever I see them come up on Twitter, I'm like, man, I wish that were me.
So I tried two-tone shading, and I was like, I'll just do one. I'll actually just do one.
Oh.
Yeah, this feels
cool.
like him a little bit more than the other
A
one.
little bit. It's a little nerve-wracking trying to emulate like a contemporary who might see it.
Right.
One
But-
fear.
Worthy, if you're
But,
watching this,
I-
turn it off.
Please. We're allowed to watch your videos,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
Please
Yeah.
skip right to the end where we apologize.
Also, do keep making videos, please. Thank you. Please.
We love
they're
you.
the best.
They're a
Yeah.
highlight in these dark and trying times.
So that's it. That's
Aw.
I'd add a little more.
Yeah, you're not
But
done.
that's basically it. Now I'm done.
Nathan, this is a delight.
This is great.
I love it.
What a treat. Yeah, I feel like you got the style so
Yeah.
locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brush choice is perfect too. Good job finding that one.
Thank
This is so
you.
good.
I think this is the most fun we'll have today.
I'm delighted, and it's all downhill from here.
Great. Feels about right.
I guess I'm up next, right? As per the rules of engagement.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, let me pull mine up. Okay, so I chose to do Kaiba in the style of Demon Slayer, popular anime Demon Slayer.
I love Demon Slayer.
And mainly because I think it's just a great show, and it's got a really cool style. And B, I thought it'd make a good thumbnail for this video.
Yeah,
And,
content is king.
Content is king, baby. Sold my soul to the algorithm. But I was actually really happy with how this one came out. I thought it turned out super cool. So I'm excited to show you guys. I'm going to count myself in. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh,
Reference.
There
Ref
he
off
is.
the bat.
So I remembered after watching our last speed draw that when Karina put her reference on her canvas that I was allowed to do that again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we were told that we couldn't do that when we worked for a company because of like law reasons. And now I don't care about that anymore.
We don't care about the law.
So this would be my natural drawing state if I'm drawing something with reference, is to put it right on my canvas and move it around as I need it.
Pig sleeves.
So I'm sketching out my Kaiba here. I wanted to make his big cloak or his big coat into sort of like the samurai cloak.
Oh, what a cute outfit.
Sort
I
of
love that he
look.
still
yeah,
has
this
the
is a cool
belt.
outfit.
And I got his
The
whack-ass hand.
Yes. I love this hand.
The most insane hand pose in all of anime.
It hurts my hand to do.
Yeah, no one can do it.
I think I managed to almost do it one time because I tried really hard.
Eh.
He's doing a Naruto
This is-
jutsu.
Yeah. I based his face structure, as you can see, off of Giyu Tomioka is the character, because he's also got kind of a similar vibe to his face. It's sort of he has a neutral face expression most of the time, with the big "I don't give a shit" energy. The difference is that Giyu actually gives a ton of a shit. He's just not showing it, and I don't actually think Kaiba does give any of a shit.
He gives a shit about his brother Mokuba.
He
That's
gives
true.
some shits, just
Yeah.
a little.
He cares about like 2 things
So
and nothing
I
else.
start the inking here.
Ooh,
wow.
Demon Slayer's got this very thick and thin
What on
ink
earth
brush.
is this brush?
This is a chunk brush.
This
I
is,
love it.
It's like Kyle Webster's basic brush pen one. I forget the exact name,
Wow.
but I was using
This
it
looks
to
great.
make the
Smooth
thick and
as
thin,
butter.
thick and thin, sharp
Yeah.
lines. I ended up going a little more extreme with my thicks and thins than the original art, but I was liking how it looked, so I just kept doing it.
Yeah.
This is some tasty line work, Jacob.
Yeah, I was really happy with all of the inking in this one, and I think it captures the spirit of it at the end, even if I went a little more aggressive than it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Is capturing spirits something they do in Demon Hunter Slayer?
Demon
Nathan,
Hunter Slayer.
Are you 57 years old?
God damn it.
What's going on in that Demon Hunter Slayer? What's it called?
Are they capturing any spirits?
Demon Fighter. Did they capture spirits?
Are you
in
winning,
that
son?
Apologies to any of our viewers who are 57 years old. I meant no offense.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're definitely cooler than I am.
Yeah. So you see I gave him like the samurai pants, and then I tucked his coat into his double sash belt thing. His outfit makes no logical sense, but it didn't anyways.
What
yeah,
are the hip
neither does his
things?
regular outfit, so.
Because he's got sort of the demon core, a demon slayer core school uniform thing underneath, and then a lot of the hashira, which are like the top end demon slayers wear cool cloaks over their uniform.
Love
So
his hand.
the implication here is that he's a top level demon slayer.
Of course he is.
Jacob, you did say Demon Core just now, and that is my favorite genre of music.
You did it.
It's Nightcore, but they speed it up.
Yeah, even faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I spent a lot of time inking this one. The inking was time consuming because I had to like make sure all the lines tapered correctly.
But as you often do, this is such a good ink.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It's so clean.
Yeah.
I was very proud of this one. I think it actually ended up looking a lot like The World Ends With You,
Oh
the
yeah.
inks in that game, which is also a very cool art style. So there I'm cheating. That's called cheating.
Oh, that was a good cheat, though.
Yeah. And then I'm taking the colors straight from Kaiba to make his outfit.
Taking the color straight from Kaiba.
Straight from the source.
Yeah. You really gotta color pick that hand, or else you'll lose the spirit of it.
Yeah. Then I go through a few different belt options, ultimately decide. I took the eyes from Giyu because they both have blue eyes, and I wanted him to have that sort of vacant eye look. All of the Demon Slayer members in the anime are like severely broken individuals in various fun ways. And I feel like Kaiba would be pretty emotionally damaged.
He is.
Yeah.
From constantly losing to Yugi.
Yeah. Now I'm just sort of cell shading it in. I'm using a light purple multiply layer because I knew I was going to put him in a purpley sort of background, which I do later. I actually didn't know I was going to do that. It ended up working out nicely.
Spoilers.
I love when you surprise yourself. You're just like, oh, nice. All right.
Oh, that works out.
Yeah.
But I really liked how all the shading came out. I thought it just ended up being a very like clean and appealing looking piece.
It does look like if I looked up like character concept art, and I went to large files, it would be one of these.
Yeah.
Like just big, clean, beautiful shapes.
There's blue eyes. I
Leave it
paused
like
here.
that.
Yeah. That's the final drawing.
There it is. It's just with the transparent
that's
background
cute.
JPEG of blue eyes.
Yeah, I made blue eyes the sword.
Oh, that's
I
good.
like that.
I thought that would be a fun way to incorporate that. Now I'm just adding some highlights and some things on the armbands to make them look like leather bands, just a little shinier.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think all I have left is I take a background from Demon Slayer and put it in here, and then I adjust the colors and stuff on it
Oh yeah.
to make it a little more dramatic. Adjust the curves, and then I sort of match Kaiba to the color scheme like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then I do the little fuzzy anime lines trick
Oh, there he goes.
to make it a little more animation cell-y. And then that's the final product.
Wow.
That looks so
Nice.
good.
Yeah, I was super psyched.
That's an image
Yeah.
for a thumbnail.
Put
for
that
sure.
on your thumbnail and suck it.
Not click it.
All right.
Suck it.
Inhale.
Suck it.
That's what they say.
Huff that nail.
Yeah, I was really pleased with this one. I thought I did a good job. Took about 3 hours.
Yeah,
This
great
looks
job.
Rad as hell.
And
Yeah, this is really
was
cool,
desperate
Jacob.
for Karina's Kaiba approval.
I approve.
Thank you. I've succeeded today.
I also approve of Nathan's, if that wasn't clear.
Thank you.
Nathan, we did it.
Do you approve of mine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without even having seen it.
Yes.
Confidently, yeah.
All right, Karina,
It's my turn.
it's your turn. What you got for us?
All right, so I decided to make this entire piece deeply personal to me. So the artist I chose is Satoshi Kon, who, and I chose him because like Yu-Gi-Oh was such a super influential like thing for me, even as a young artist. I don't know if my body of work reflects that in any way. I don't know. But so was Satoshi Kon. He's my favorite anime director. I'm a huge fan of his. I was so sad when he passed away, and he's such a big inspiration to me, and I also don't think that reflects in my body of work in any way. So I just thought it'd be fun to mash those two together for
Yeah.
me.
For the audience's sake,
Mm-hmm.
what did Satoshi Kon make?
He directed Paranoia Agent, Paprika, Millennium Actress. Those are probably some of his biggest and best works. Also, Tokyo Godfathers and Perfect Blue.
Cool.
And some other stuff. And he also did some manga and has a bunch of unfinished stuff. So
It's a style
Yeah.
that could not be further from Yu-Gi-Oh style. And
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It's opposite ends of the things Karina likes spectrum.
Hell yeah.
So I thought that'd be fun.
That rules. I'm gonna count you in.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
So, one thing I like about Satoshi Kon, at least like his illustration type work, is he just does these like passive portraits, but it kind of, because his work has a lot to do with the human psyche, so it kind of gives you this insight into the character. So I just decided to do a passive portrait of Kaiba, and I was very much in my Kaiba feels while doing this, because I had just recorded my 1 hour, 15-minute character analysis of Kaiba for my own YouTube channel. So
Yes.
I was
Awesome.
just
Another
I was just feeling
another
it.
one. You should pause this and go watch that.
Yeah.
all 75 minutes of it.
Yeah, watch all of Worthy's videos, then watch all of Karina's Kaiba video, and then come back.
But yeah, so I have his art book, so I had that out while I was doing this, and there is a poster or illustration for Perfect Blue that this is kind of based on, but himself, I based on a lot of like this character design from one of his unfinished projects. I believe it's called Phantom. It's in his art book.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun drawing it because I like the way he does hair. It's very simple in a way. It's just one big shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
and-
great.
Yeah.
The way he does faces is very much like he obviously knows where everything goes and then simplifies it to look the way that he do. But yeah, I was just figuring it out.
Yeah, he's one of those artists that like knows what they're doing.
Yeah, he
Clearly.
knows his shit so well.
He knows
Okay,
his
and
basics.
here's
Oh.
where things go off the rail because like I said, this was based a lot on one illustration from Perfect Blue where she is kind of laying on top of all of these objects that are like, you know, reflective of her character and stuff. So I thought it'd be fun to try and do that. And I was like, I'll just draw a bunch of flowers because if you really want to dress a piece up by doing some ornate shit, there's no better way to do it than Googling some flower meanings and throwing down some flowers, in my opinion. But a lot of this is just going to be me painstakingly drawing flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
So
yeah.
what type of flowers are these?
These are chrysanthemums. So, yeah.
What's the
And I was
meaning?
gonna-
What's the
Well, these are going to be white. So those are flowers that I got a few different meanings for these, but they're either devoted love or they're a flower of grieving used in funerals, depending on the culture.
Oh.
Because like I said, I was in my feelings and Kaiba is a sad character to me. So I made a sad Kaiba. You're welcome.
Oh my god, I love it.
And here are a bunch of objects. I really wanted to fill up the entire background, but it was a lot of work. And I was doing it all in very thin line work because I feel like that suits the style a lot.
Mhm.
And then I got tired.
As is what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think I spent about 6 hours on this one. So I just stopped here. And there's my obligatory, I'm going to make this about Kaiba's feelings. Throw in a Millennium Puzzle piece because he's haunted by his unresolved rivalry with Yami Yugi.
This
I'm
is-
not going to get into it here, but yeah.
This is making me feel things about Kaiba for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm here to make people feel things about Kaiba. But yeah, and here's me doing my flats. And I'm just going to warn you that the next full minute of this video is me painstakingly coloring in these flowers because I never close my line art, and this is how I must repent.
Yeah. You must suffer for it.
Yeah.
It's
But-
very relaxing to watch this.
Yeah, it's got to be satisfying to see it go by in fast motion.
Yes, it is. And I feel like that's kind of the mood because, like I said, Satoshi Kon's work deals a lot with like psyche, and a lot of his movie posters, at least for his movies that have more of that theme, are just kind of like portrait of character, but there's elements about it that give you like more information. sort of thing. So I was going more for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had a lot of fun with this piece.
Good.
Yeah, it looks so rad.
Yeah, it's
I was
great.
I was very in my
awesome.
feelings, and I was having a great time. Even though I chose to draw fucking flowers. Not just any flowers, these petal ass chrysanthemums.
Yeah, you chose the most petals.
Yeah.
I mean, Kaiba's an extra guy, and he's one of my favorite characters, so it's got to be that way. I used a noise filter to make sand. That's what all that was.
Nice.
And this is where I managed to pull it together. I was trying to remember what layer does the thing I wanted to do, and I found it. And yeah.
Karina, I will say that I made a comic that involved a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
I drew like one rose in that comic, and I went to go draw a second one. And I was just like, oh, screw it. I'm going to draw a swirl.
I love drawing flowers, but I feel like I'm not good at it. Also, I fixed his eye because I didn't like how it looked. I was trying to make him look kind of disgruntled, and then I figured it looked stupid, so I just made him looking up. But yeah,
good.
Flowers look great. Put more flowers in drawings.
Flowers look great.
They just take a lot of patience.
Yeah.
I don't have any patience. That's my problem with flowers.
But yeah. And then I went and shaded the flowers because I figured I hadn't had enough.
Yeah.
God, this is such a cool piece.
Yeah. I love this.
Thank you.
Isn't it nice when you're drawing and you're like, I'm enjoying this?
Yeah. I was pretty pleased with it. And then around here, I thought I was done. And then I was like, actually, his shoulders are way too wide. So I went and fixed it and added some finishing touches. We'll see highlights on a couple of the objects.
Yeah.
This
And
is
now it's
great.
done.
Oh my God, this is so
Awesome
cool.
work.
This rules.
Yeah.
I had like no
So
idea what to
emotional.
expect from
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
And
Yay.
it's blown me away.
This rules.
thank you.
So good. Well, Karina, we approve.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Wow.
approve of your
Thank
Kaiba.
you.
That leaves Julia for last.
It's me.
Julia's Kaiba. Julia,
So
did
excited.
you spend the longest on this again?
Yes.
Hello?
Karina, how many hours did you spend?
Just about 6.
Okay. I spent 7.5.
Ooh.
I think.
Not one to be undone.
It's like somewhere between 7.5 to 8. But I spent that long because the person that I was trying to emulate was Kintaro Miura. I'm probably butchering how you pronounce that, but it's the guy who did the illustrations for the Berserk manga.
Ooh.
Wow.
And if you know what that looks
Wow,
like,
wow, wow.
it's a lot of lines.
It's the most lines
Yes.
I've ever seen in my life.
It's the most lines anyone has ever seen in their life. So I don't know if this is going to be therapeutic or just anxiety riddling. But
To live it back?
no, for everyone to just watch me scribble a bunch of lines for 7 minutes.
Well, let's find out. I'm gonna count
Yeah.
you in.
Only
Yeah.
one way to know.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go.
I do not know what's wrong with me, but here we are. Here's the question I had off the bat. Does Kaiba have
Important.
eyebrows? Don't know.
Right, you never know.
Haven't
because
seen
his
'em.
hair
Yeah,
covers it.
they do cover.
I was having
But-
a real hard time with this pose because the illustrator for Berserk loves some dramatic angles.
I was about to say, are you also going to do the hand?
Oh yeah, you know it. I had to.
Yes.
I had to do it.
It's kind of the hand. You didn't make it as whack as Kaiba's hand really is.
Yeah, no. I
Ooh.
drew out some. I tried to make it more plausible, I guess, and less breaking.
Why?
Why? What is that hip thing? I
What?
don't know what that hip thing is. The weird spike
his-
that comes out of his
On his coat, he's
On his
got like
coat?
hip jaggies.
It's his coat spikes.
Yeah.
coat spikes.
He just likes them.
Yeah. So the artist for Berserk definitely, every single drawing I saw from that manga was definitely drawn with micron pens.
Oh, God.
You can just see the texture of it, the bleed of it, and just the ending shapes for each line screams micron.
Micron!
So
That was me screaming Micron.
Love it.
it took me a while to find a pen that I liked for this, and I kind of settled on the tech pens. They seem to do an okay job.
Yeah. I like those.
Uh,
Ooh.
I feel like this artist, it's like me to an exaggerated degree, where if you think of, so whenever I draw, I think about the logistics of how things are shaped and like the thickness of clothes. I remember thickness. The
Gotta remember
thickness.
forget.
You gotta remember texture. You have to remember wear and tear. So he does that to like an insane degree because he's drawing a really gritty, grimy, medieval horror kind of fantasy comic or a manga. So everything has to have that thickness to it.
Lines.
It's just lines upon lines.
I see them. I see the lines.
And then I went over a bunch of the lines again because he has a lot of thick and thin, but not like within the lines. It's like he has thick outlines and then smaller for the details because he's using micron pens.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, these are some lines.
Well, here I decided to undo all that.
lines.
He also does a lot of texture. So it's all cross-hatching.
We love
this
to
guy.
see it.
He's got that thing going on that Julia also does where everything in the picture is exactly as detailed as everything else, and it's all 100% detailed.
Yeah.
Whereas I like put detail on like one thing that's important, and I'm like, the rest is like, whatever. This
There
is
is-
like, no.
There was a crowd shot of a bunch of goblins. Like,
Oh, goodness.
it was just like a sea of goblins, and they were all detailed.
Fully it's insanity.
Yeah. It was a bad time. But
Wow.
yeah.
Did you enjoy doing the style, or was it just like exhausting?
No, I did really like it. I had a lot of fun. It's again, it like gave me an excuse to kind of just sit and work on one piece for a while. And it's
Yeah.
also
It's not One Piece, it's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Also, once you figure out the pose and you start doing all this hatching, it's less active brain work. So I was just listening to a bunch of YouTube videos and listening to a bunch of TV shows.
Hell yeah.
And just cross-hatching away, and it was kind of relaxing. But my hand did hurt after this, and I had to do a lot of stretches.
Yeah, this is exhausting
I
to
can't
watch.
imagine. There was one time, it was very in at my high school to do micron pieces, like really fine patterned micron pieces. And I was like, I'm going to try that because that's very in right now. And I tried to do
so
like
hot right now.
Yeah, like I tried to do like a scientific drawing style piece where everything had like a lot of circles and fine cross hatching with like a .05 pen. Never again. I'm not built for that kind of thing.
Yeah. It also needs to be said that this dude does not leave a lot of white space unless sometimes the background. For like special splash images.
Oh, time to do the whole dragon.
Time to do the whole damn dragon. I did take some shortcuts here because I was losing my mind. It was also like yesterday I was doing this dragon in between my stream and the Drawfee stream.
God.
So I was
Julia.
rushing through that.
But it looks cool as hell.
Thanks. And then I realized that the reference that I had for the dragon was not, it was like a simplified version. I don't know what version I was looking at, but he didn't have a lot of details. He was just like a smooth silver bullet of a dragon. So I had to go back in and start adding all these ridges to the face because it worked better for the Berserk style anyway. Because again, there is not a lot of blank space in that.
To be fair, there's like 50 different Blue Eyes White Dragons.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Oh, cool lines. Those are dope.
I like that.
Spitty, some
Yeah.
dirty, spitty, dry brush work.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god.
Yeah.
Julia,
This book took me so long.
I'm so tired.
I just want you to take a nap
Yeah.
watching this.
Yeah.
For the
Like
next
it's past your bedtime.
for the next challenge, you have to do Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
I would not do well, is the thing. This is easier for me.
That would
than-
make it fun. Ooh.
I used a halftone like in manga.
Yeah.
like in manga.
Like in manga.
Like in manga.
Oh, that looks so cool.
I also went in with a dry, gritty brush.
Ooh,
Yeah,
And
dude.
put in some-
Make them dirty.
Yeah, and put in some dirty shadows in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is I mean the end result
Wow.
looks fantastic.
Thanks.
This is so cool.
But good lord.
It's not like a particularly interesting speed draw. It is just a lot of me drawing each and every individual line by hand. No cheating, because you can't even. Yeah.
You can't even.
You can't even.
I can't even right now with this good
Nah.
ass
They were all good ass Kaibas. Every single one.
Kaiba. We all passed Karina's Kaiba test.
Yeah.
Yay! I loved all of these Kaibas.
I loved all of these Kaibas.
And that's the most important.
What really matters is that we all love Kaiba exactly the same amount.
Yes.
100%.
It's completely equal between the four of us.
Yeah. If you love Kaiba also, smash like on this video to show your Kaiba
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
And subscribe for more Kaiba content.
Write Kaiba in the comments.
Write Kaiba in the comments below. And if you want to, you can subscribe to our Patreon, and $1 out of every 10 goes to Kaiba.
Goes directly to Kaiba
Yeah.
because he did buy us out, and we are a subsidiary of Kaiba Core now. And this was a sponsored video for Kaiba Core.
For
It turns
Kaiba.
out.
We're Kaiba.
We're Kaiba.
We're Kaiba.
We're Kaiba.
Great.
Do I say sorry, or was that
That was it.
No, that's it. That's
that was
it.
it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Okay.